Hi guys, this is Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge. It's Wee Wednesday again, and today we're looking at a little knife by Sanrenmu. This is the MD116. It's an older style knife by Sanrenmu. Only $3.70 US. No. That'd be a ripoff. $2.70 US. This little knife, it doesn't come with this little split ring on the back here. That's just something I've added. But it's a little slip joint. Very stabby little blade on there. So it's got a very sharp little blade on there. And very light little tool. You can actually get 3 fingers and a thumb with a good grip on there. And because it swells at the back there, it's decent for cutting. It actually works quite effectively. If you're interested in a tiny little knife like this, maybe you want to put it on your keychain or just have it with you wherever, stick around for a little review of a little knife. I've had this little knife over a year, about a year and a half already, and I thought I already did a review on this knife, which is why, I've had it so long without showing it to you. So I'm showing it to you now. The name Sanrenmu and their stylized, 3 wings and the letter R are in the blade right there. That's a pretty good shot. I think I won't need to do a close-up shot with my other camera. That's stamped into the steel when the steel was soft. I'm sure both sides have the same thing, except for it starts with the R closest to the pivot on both sides. So you got the logo, then Sanrenmu on this side, and on this side you got Sanrenmu, then the logo. Kind of interesting the way they did that. And that's the only thing that you see on this blade, other than right there on the ricasso of the blade, it says Sanrenmu Stainless. There's no model name listed on this knife, no number, nothing else whatsoever. And that's very unusual for a Sanrenmu knife. Thankfully, they've stamped it into the steel right there that it is a Sanrenmu, so you've got no doubt about that. And the model on this, as I said in the intro, is the MD116. I believe this knife has been around for a long time, and it's unique in that it's got a convex grind. You don't see that on Sanrenmu knives. You don't see that on very many brand new folding knives at all. You see it occasionally on some fixed blade knives, but very, very seldom on folding knives, especially little slip joint knives. But here it is. You've got that convex grind on there. It's a little nail nick right there for you to open the knife, and it opens quite well. There's a sharpener's choil on the blade, and then you've got the long blade, a very stabby point on there for stabbing ants, maybe? Something tiny. And then you've got your handle, and the handle's, just a piece of steel with a piece of spring steel in the middle, and that spring steel there, you can see how it comes up right there. That's to hold the slip joint, very typical slip joint construction. And this is a 9mm split ring right there. That's a 1/2 inch split ring right there that I've added onto this for my keychain system, where I have tiny little carabiners and I can clip a knife on and off of my keychain, so I don't have to have the whole bundle of keys in my hand when I'm using a knife. What do we got for dimensions? We've got a cutting edge, so from the sharpener's choil, can you believe it? A knife that's less than $3 and it has a sharpener's choil. Only from Sanrenmu do you get stuff like that. Anyways, you got a cutting edge of 4.6 centimeters, which is 1.8 inches. The thickness of the blade is 2 millimeters, which is 0.08 inches. Like I said, you got a convex grind, which means if you want to measure the thickness behind the grind, as I do in most of my videos, you can't really do it on a convex grind because it keeps getting thicker all the way around. but it's right around 1/2 millimeter, which is 0.02 inches. Roughly, you know, you just have to sort of guess. That's sort of what it is. There's no way of saying for sure because it keeps getting thicker and thicker until you get to the flat part of the full flat grind. The handle length is 6.3 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches. The handle thickness is 6 millimeters, which is 1/4 of an inch. The total length of this knife when it's open is about 11.5 centimeters, which is 4.5 inches. The thing weighs 26 grams, which is 0.9 of an ounce. We don't know what steel type it is. Sanrenmu doesn't tell us, and they don't have a website, not in Chinese, not in English, so I can't look it up to see what it is. And they're no longer answering my emails again, so I can't find out from them what kind of steel this is. It's probably your standard 8CR13, or who knows, it might be 3CR, you know, something. It might be 5CR15. We don't know what it is, but it works okay for things like paper. You know, no problem at all cutting whatever you want to cut. You can even cut wood with it. It's a little tricky in hand because it's hard to hold the knife and, you know, do the cutting that you want, but you certainly can. That's not a problem. You can cut things like your paracord. This is 9-strand paracord, and it just zips right through this stuff. No problem at all. And, you know, that's just a push cut, not a slice. Let's see how good it is at slicing. Slice right through that. And this is 9-strand paracord. It's a good little knife to do all kinds of little tasks that might come up during your day. It adds very little weight to your pocket, to your keys, to wherever you want to put it. If you like Wee knives like I do, stay tuned every Wednesday. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I've got Wee knives on Wednesday, fixed blades on Fridays. I try to do a nice special on Sundays. It might not be super special, but it's a more special knife. And this Sunday, I plan on doing this real steel knife right here. This is the G3 Puko. So if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe, comment, share, do all that good stuff. Click the thumbs up on the fact that this is a good video. Most of all, remember to always cut towards your chum and not your thumb.